PK here at 3:30 in the morning, coming to you for your 6/17 update. I apologize for tripping over my words. It's been a super long day though, y'all. With this update has come probably the most expected thing, which has been that Citadel 45 upgrade. With it is coming the Hero 3 research that's going to be unlocked when you have Academy 44. Hero Training 3 is assumably going to be unlocking that third deputy, although I can't be for sure because I can't get in there and show y'all. But as soon as I can, I will record it and we can all unlock our curiosity together, because I am super curious not only what's in there, but the amount of resources that are going to be required to do some of those researches. I want to know. I need to know. I was really surprised that we aren't seeing any other kind of research that happened to unlock in here. Does look like we got some new graphics and some new icons, I guess, for lack of better words, at this early or this late. We do also have, if you are in a newer kingdom, you will see that you will get a kingdom protectorate notification and rewards before your kingdom's protection drops. It'll start at 3 days before that protection drops, and you will be able to click or to receive such rewards up to 30 days after. Lots of hero and lord XP are in those rewards. It's a great way of catching up new players to kind of play on the level that a lot of the older players are at. Anything that helps the new players and retains new players and encourages new players, I am a big fan of. So make sure you take advantage of that if you are part of a new kingdom. Also, for newer players, you're going to see a guide that pops up if you let your screen go idle. I immediately shut that off because I don't like things that just kind of pop up on my screen, especially if I don't need them. So you can toggle that on or off by going into more game settings and go down to the guide. If you want to see it, that'll be checked like that. If you don't, you can uncheck it, but it's just a guide that pops up at the top of your screen. And kind of, if you're a player that stepped away for a little while and maybe needs a little bit of help, or a new player that wants some little guidance there, it's a great way to do that too. We've also seen that happen in our battlefield screen. If you look at the battlefield screen, a lot going on. We also have a little video that's going to play on the right hand side. It's not showing up for me. I don't know if that's just me and my phone, or if that's just something they haven't fixed up properly right away. But also we have, if you look at the calendar, the system time is now easily displayed on the top right section of that. So that is convenient too. Speaking of convenience, rune enhancements. Now you can do multi-levels at once. That is fabulous if you ask me. If you come into your heroes, we're going to click on some runes, and we'll just choose a random rune here. If we choose to enhance it, much like you do with your gear, you can click to enhance it all the way, or just go up as high or as little or low as you desire. But it's a one-click stop, and I don't like to do a lot of clicking. I don't like a lot of repetitive things, so it's very convenient in my eyes. Same thing for house powers. We could just click on a random hero here, click on a house power. What they have done is they have minimized the amount of flash that happens when you upgrade a level of your house power. If you also click on this all that's down here on the bottom left, you can choose how many levels you want to do at once, and it lets you know how many gems you own and how many is required for the amount of levels that you want to do at once. Super convenient. Very, very happy with that change. One of my favorite changes of this update, I will say. Your alliance, you can now also choose to have a minimum power and citadel of a requirement. You're going to see if you do have one by clicking on this little signage that's going to be there. We don't currently have one set. If you do want to have one set up, you will come to manage, edit, and at the bottom of your screen, you will be able to choose to set a level and a power for people to even be able to apply to your alliance. Your daily quest, although I've already accepted mine, have a claim all once you have all your chests ready to be claimed. So instead of having to click on the 6 individual chests, you can just click on this claim all button that's there. Event monsters now have an auto hunt function. It's something that everybody's been asking for years. It's now a 5x auto hunt. It'll apply towards all event monsters, with exception to the kingdom event monsters. That will not apply with them. Not that it would work for them anyway, because you know someone's going to speed and steal that monster before your auto hunt would get there. So there's really no point for the kingdom event ones anyway, because people love them imps. There's also monster first kill reward improvements and just general kill reward improvements in total. We've gotten, they took away those 25% march speed ups. Everybody was super unhappy about that. They've brought them back. They've come back to us. If you love something, let it go, and if it's meant to be, it'll come back to you, like these 25% speeds. Also, hero XP, and then the drop rates have increased too. So if you like to do the monster hunting, which I highly recommend, especially if your gear needs work, anything that's your level 40 gear and your Dark Lord, then you should be monster hunting a whole bunch. We have Blood Moon coming up on the 26th or 27th, I think, of this month. Shortly, it'll be coming up. So you can do a lot of monster hunting there. And speaking of Blood Moon now has a new Blood Moon shop that's going to be available and open to us during war period and control period. So it won't be open during the matchmaking period, or at least that's not the plan currently, but it will. And with it comes a new hero. Now, when I look in here and I check out the all, I don't see him displayed, but we do have a new hero. His name is Klaus. And he seems pretty cool. It looks like he's going to come with a rune that's really similar to Odali's rune, except it's going to be an HP debuff. So I'm going to assume it's a 200% HP debuff. And he also has world passive skills of HP debuff upon dragon deployment. So he'll probably be a pretty tough hero, and he's going to be available in the Blood Moon shop. So I cannot wait to see him. If we come over to our dimensional battles, we're also going to see that we have double the amounts that we had previously. So instead of up to 5 tries, we now have up to 10. Great way to achieve extra tokens if you are in need of them. Also is going to run through your DP pretty quickly. Steeper rewards have increased, and they've added some new special construction materials like trumpets and shackles. Darkmoon has been updated. Most of our stuff, like Domination and Darkmoon and True World, has gotten little updates that we're going to see more when those events eventually come up. But Darkmoon has had an update. You need to be Citadel 13 to enter as a minimum, and there's no capital Protectorate. So if you have relied on that before, anybody can hit you now. So if you enter as a C13, a C45 can just come and obliterate you. You just got to be careful now. True World has a really similar thing. There's no Protectorate in True World. And thankfully, after everybody begging for it, the Black Forest has now been expanded so more people can fit around the Imperial Castle. Gold is being given for helps. You can see down here my little helping hands. 50 gold is what's being given per help, and you can do that up to 50 times a day. Reset at reset. Domination is seeing some benefits or some changes too. Points are being earned for Saint Conquering and for Death Knight slaying. Capital or camp defense damage dealt to enemy camps. That previously there wasn't a lot of reason to kill other troops. The point of it was to either to knock people out or to knock the sanctuary out. Just seems like there's going to be a big reason now to try and kill as many enemy troops as possible, because there is a buff for that. You're going to be getting some of your HP back depending on how many enemy troops that you killed. I'm really excited to see what exactly that will entail of. There will be a team buff for troops killed as well as a buff for Sanks conquered. Individual missions will be added to every round, and a bonus reward 30 minutes until the end based on how many tiles you have. So a lot of little changes. There's new changes to login rewards and random card in. I don't have anything. I kind of looked through mine already. That's a war coin shop. But there were some of the moonstone chests that appeared in my random card in, so that was kind of neat. And that's for the Titan. Especially if you have Citadel 41 and above, you're going to have new random card stuffs. Location tracking for invasion has improved. You can track by searching for deactivated shields. And then you can also track by certain levels of castles. Lords, also with a 15 level difference, will not appear. So hopefully it'll make that map screen a little less chaotic. Some ease of use stuff like Academy. Now a scroll bar has been added to the bottom of the screen, so it's really easy to kind of go through your research. Lord skills have seen some new presets. So instead of, I think it was 8 before, we now have 14. I know it's been a big one for a lot of y'all. We've been asking that for a long time. AP at the temple is now not restorative, but it'll come in the form of potions. Not only that, but you can do them by batches. Again, that is super helpful, especially for me, when you don't want to sit there and click, especially at, reset time when you have all your free wishes. You can do them in batches of 20. And it's going to put all those little potions into your inventory. If you're doing pet summons, you can now summon up to 500 pets at one time. For chat, single emojis are going to be bigger. It cracks me up. It'll probably get old really quick, but for now it cracks me up. Superpass has some new building stuffs in them if you are a smaller citadel needing some building. New daily quests for 41 through 45. There's also going to be some increased rewards for daily quests. The house gemstones were 100. They're now going to be 160. Lord AP potions went from 5 to 22. Daily reward selections chests are going to be 5 instead of 1 and are going to include level 60 gears now. And that's pretty much it. With the exception of the elephant in the room, which is going to be the Titan. Now, I'm probably going to do a separate video for the Titan because I need to learn more. I need to play around. I need to research. I need to figure out what this thing is. So I'm just looking at, what the forum told us. So here's the Titan section. It's going to open up when you are level 41. There are 3 different types of Titans. There's Warlord, whose focus is attack, and he inflicts damage equal to 125% of the Titan's attack while attacking. There's the Gatekeeper, whose primary use is going to be for defense. He's going to increase the defense by 80%. And then there's Savior, whose focus is on reigns. He's going to increase ally castle troops' HP by 100%. Within a 6-tile radius. Now, if you're using your Titan for attack, you cannot use them with the dragon, so you have to choose one or the other. What research you do put in for your Titan for attack will be the same thing as you can use them for a rally, unlike the dragon. If you want to appoint your dude for defense, you're going to come down to your heroes, and just like when you appoint your heroes, you're going to see there is a Guardian Titan that you can add. Looking at the Titans, you can come over here to this part of the screen and click, or you can also click on the little Titan head that's on the upper left by your portrait. That's going to show off your Titans. Now, there are 6-star grades. Once you get to a 6-star and level 60, you can then enhance them to what's currently a +5. So each Titan has a level, a star grade, a durability bar, which doesn't show on mine because I don't have one currently. Moonstone rune slot, and Titan traits, which you get from acquiring Titan fragments. These are going to work much like Lord skills. You can get up to 190 max. And there are also presets that you can use with them. Much like how Lord skills have an economy and a battle version, Titans will have a Titan section and a troop section. You can get fragments by participating in the season event rewards, Warcoin Shop, Superpass, True World, Blood Moon, Darkmoon, and True World shops. And your daily quest when you're a level 41 and up. You can summon your 1-star Titan when you have 10 fragments of that type. If you have, you can upgrade him to a 2-star when you have 20 fragments, to a 3-star when you have 40 fragments, to a 4-star when you have 70 fragments, to a 5-star when you have 120 fragments, and to a 6-star when you have 180 fragments. You can then enhance them with silver and additional fragments. And it's going to depend if you're using the same type of fragment or if you're just using any type of fragment. Will depend on the amount. So enhancing to level 1 will require 250 of the same type or 500 of any. Level 2 is 300 or 600. Level 3 is 350 or 700. Level 4 is 400 or 800. And level 5 is 450 or 900. Those moonstones are going to be a lot like runes. And you're going to be able to acquire those with the VIP shop, the random inn, war coins. And there's just various types, like there's Titan type, battle type, reinforcement type. And they just seem like they're really cool. I cannot wait to kind of dive into them more. They have their own research. If you click on this, you can upgrade your Forgotten Temple. And then you can also come into this research. Number of installable Titans, a Titan repair shop. Looks like a great way to eat up a lot of that sulfur that you may be hanging on to. And I really don't know. I mean, they seem like a really cool addition. I just don't know what to think of their stats because they seem really high just to start with. So it has to be totally different than the other stats. When you're looking down at the bottom here. really cool. I want to know what you guys think, what your favorite part of this update was. Like, subscribe, check out our website at www.ironthroneelite.com. If you guys haven't looked at the recent packs, you'll notice that the 30-day pack has changed. So they've now added Superpass tickets, a lot of VIP, huge amount of resources. They have taken out some of the things like the engraving stones. However, we're seeing a lot of those increased in our regular event rewards and in things like the Imp Hunt and whatnot. So there's other ways to get them. But I'm liking that pack there. I think it's one of the better packs you can get, especially if you're not an affluent pack buyer. Anything that's going to increase those Superpass tickets. I'm going to get me one of those. I wish I had more war coins. I spent most of mine on a hunter's chest. And now I feel like I shouldn't have done that, because I could have some extra fragments here. I could have summoned me a Titan for y'all. Anyhow, let me know what you guys like. Any questions that you have. I'll try to figure it out in the meantime. Until next time, coconuts.